guys, thank you for joining me today on this plan with me. The week I'm going to be planning is going to be the week of January 10th through the 16th. I just want to say real fast, welcome to my channel, and remind you, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and then that way you can get updates whenever I post a new video and when new content is available. I have a bunch of content planned for this year, so you're not going to want to miss it. So this plan with me is going to be using my Kit 5 that will be released into my shop next week. This is one of the ones that I loved the most out of all of them, and I really wanted to use it, so that is what I'm going to be using. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip through and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down my date covers. That's usually the first thing I do. I prefer it that way. I just kind of get a feel for where everything should go. And so I'm gonna go ahead and lay that down now. This kit is just super adorable. I love it. It was a clip art that when I came across it, I just knew I had to have it. And so I do have the clip art now, and I was able to incorporate it into a kit. And so it's a kit I hope you guys like. It's not really themed for any season or any time or anything. It's just, like I mentioned, clip art that I loved and that I wanted to make sure that I had an option for in my shop in case there's anyone like me who loves it and just wants to use it. You know, sometimes I find when I get updates on new clip art that's available, if it's something that I really love, I purchase it anyways. And even if I don't have it specific for like a time I want to use it or anything like that, or a time of the year, I know that I'm going to use it at some point. And this was one of those that I've used before when I made my own personal kits. So when I was making the options for my shop, I knew it was just something that I wanted to include. And I just realized that I did these backwards. Or not backwards, that I did these improperly. The day starts on the 10th, not the 11th, so I can switch them over. And that's another thing with my stickers. I did get removable stickers, so it's easy to take them off and reposition them as needed. That was one of the things that I've always, ever since I started making my own personal stickers, I already knew that I needed removable stickers, because there's nothing like having stickers that aren't removable and you put them in a wrong place or plans change, as inevitably they do. That's just the reality of life. We plan all we want, but sometimes life throws you a curveball or something, and then you have to change something. And if you're using stickers that are permanent, it's just very inconvenient, because then you can't take them off. Or if you can manage to get them off, then sometimes you end up like ripping off parts of the page and stuff, and that's just the worst. Like, nobody wants that. You want to be able to have your plans and your planner shift with you like your life does. So that's that. And then I'm going to put the washi strip, and the washi strip, I prefer it on top, because this hourly planner, the reason I got it is because it does go all the way to, well, it says 7 o'clock, but essentially the end of that 7 o'clock block is 8 o'clock. I honestly would prefer that it goes an hour later, but it doesn't, and it's okay, it works. The latest that any of my girls' practices end is at 9 o'clock, but I can still track them. And then having the 6 o'clock is convenient because I do go into work at 6. So it's just kind of like one of those things that, you know, it's good in one sense, but not so good in the other sense, but I still make it work, and I still prefer it because it does have the majority of my day on there. Not when I get up. I mean, I get up earlier because I'm at work by 6, but it's just, I don't know, it just works out. I like it. So because of that, though, I don't like to block out the bottom portion because I know I will be using that. Gonna go ahead and put down this one here. So this one, the way I made it is it's a Monday through Saturday sticker. So it has for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then what I used it for and what I intend to use it for is for my meal plan for next week. It's gonna be my meal plan, but I wanted to use it for next week, but I think I'm gonna use it for this week. Because last week I went ahead and I put our meals plan on the bottom, like what we had for dinner. But I'm gonna put it this week's here. That way when I switch, I know what I'm making for dinner and I know that I have everything ready. So that'll be our meal plan for this week. It's the way I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the weekend banner because I love the weekend banner. I think it really just makes the planner look adorable and really ties it in with what you're doing. So that's always one of the first things that I want to do all the time. Oh, and I also forgot to put down 16. So let me go ahead and put down that date, 16. There you go. Now I have all the dates on properly. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. So I put my meal plan on there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my trackers. So I have 2 trackers that I put on. One is for my working out and the other one is for tracking my meals. So if you watch my videos, you know, my budget videos, you know that I have Weight Watchers and I've been doing Weight Watchers. And so I wanna make sure that I'm recording everything on there, what I'm eating. And that'll be honestly just for the next month, because I already canceled it because I guess I was on a promotion plan. And so the price like went up like double and I don't want to pay the double. So for this, the rest of this month, I will be tracking my meals in Weight Watchers, but then starting next month, I'll end up doing it. I think like the Fitness Pal app is one that you could do it with, but that's by calories and I'm used to the points. So for now, I'm thinking it might be that Fitness Pal and I'll have to just adjust the way that I track my meals. If not, I know that there's other ones that are like Weight Watchers that go off a point system, and I'll probably end up doing one of those instead, but I don't know yet, and now I'll just have to figure that out as I go. So the next thing I'm going to put down is going to be my work schedule, and I'm just going to do that by drawing a line down through the times that I'm at work. It just works better that way. I've debated putting work stickers, like stickers that at the top will have my schedule, but I haven't done that yet. I'm not fully convinced on it, even though I keep going back to it. So that's probably going to be the route I go. But for right now, I'm just going to do it with a highlighter and just mark down my work schedule. And so like I mentioned earlier, and if you've tuned into my videos before, you know that I work from 6 to 4. I have 4 days a week, 10 hours a day schedule. And that honestly just works really well for us because it makes sure that I'm off in time to kind of do things with my girls. Both my girls are in cheer, competitive cheer. So it makes sure that I'm able to be there for them, to take them to practice and stuff. Some days it's tight, so my husband steps in and helps out. But overall, it works great. The next thing I'm gonna do, and this one I'm gonna end up doing, you know, fast forwarding the time while I do it because there's a lot of cheer practices scheduled this week. I'm gonna go ahead and mark them all down, and then afterwards, I'll kind of talk about what's going on with cheer this week. Okay, so I'm back. I went ahead and put down the schedule. I didn't want to walk through writing every single one of those out. I knew that would just push out this video so much longer than it has to be, especially because most of it's the same. There's just a few things that change. So if you watch my Plan With Me videos, you know that my daughters have practices and tumble classes Monday through Thursday and then on Sunday. So I guess Sunday through Thursday. Because so many things have been going on my oldest daughter's cheer team, they have 2 extra practices planned this week because this month is when competition season really kicks off, and we have so many competitions coming up and they want to be ready. So they have an extra practice on Tuesday, and that's from 6:30 to 9. And then they're going to have an extra practice on Friday, which will be from 5:30 to 8. So those are 2 practices that I wanted to make sure that I put down there because they're extra and I need to track them. Everything else is pretty much the same. My other daughter has practice Tuesdays and Thursdays. My daughter's original practices are Wednesdays and Sundays. And then they have privates Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And then my baby girl, she has her tumble class on Tuesday. And then both girls have a tumble class on Monday and Wednesday. So that's our schedule for cheer. Another thing that I want to write down is that This Sunday, my second oldest daughter, she finally has her first performance planned, and that is for her team showcase. So yeah, it's called the program showcase. And so that is only going to be my second daughter. My oldest daughter, they're not participating in that, especially because they have so much to catch up on now that people are healthier and back in the team. You know, they had a lot of people out due to injuries and stuff. So that everyone's back, they're just going to get them back in, rework some things, and then they won't have their competition until I think it's the 22nd or the 29th. 22nd is when their first competition is. But for my second daughter, this weekend will be her first performance. So at 11:30, that's going to be athlete drop off, and then 1 p.m. is when doors opens, and that we know that's what's going on Saturday. Saturday, I have to drop my daughter off at 11:30, and that's going to be at the second gym. So our gym has 2 locations. We're in one location here. The other location is like an hour away, so that's going to have to be over there. So I know that we're probably going to have to leave by 10:30 to be there in time to drop her off. And then since we'll be that side of the town, we'll probably just go grab lunch while they're getting ready, and then at 1 p.m. we'll go to her showcase. Another thing to write down is I'm going to write down that I have to do my meal prepping. Just my meal prepping. I'm going to put my meal prepping. I don't know if I'm going to order. I think maybe since we're going to be out in town on Saturday, we'll probably end up going to buy groceries. But I know that I'll have to meal prep on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Meal prep. That has to take place on Sunday before the work week. And then we'll probably have to buy groceries, and I'm thinking it's going to be on Saturday, but I don't want to write that down yet because I just kind of have to get a feel for how things are going. Maybe we'll do it while she's in practice, or we'll do it on Saturday. Since we'll be out in town, we can actually go to Costco, because Costco's not by my house. We have to actually go to it. So maybe I'll do that then. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Another thing that I'll do now is I'll do my sidebar. Put that here. And I use the rulers to kind of cut down through the washi. I've seen different things, and I've been wanting to get, I had at one point an X-Acto knife, but I don't know where it is now. So I just kind of cut my washi strips with the rulers and bookmarks from Erin Condren, and they actually work fine. So, I mean, I might not change that. It's not a big deal. And then I made this one to fit here because I don't really need to see that it's January. I know it's January, and I prefer to have some kind of decoration into my planner. So I went ahead and put that sticker there. I'm gonna add down the check boxes for all of my tasks. Let me put that here now. So my check boxes. And then another thing that I started doing last week that worked really well, and I think I'm gonna keep that this week, is that I put to-do lists on each day. I used to have an A5, and I kind of got rid of it because I figured that was a little bit just overkill, having so many planners, because I already have to have a planner for work, and then having 2 personal planners just didn't make sense. At first it did, you know, because the other one's smaller, more compact, I can carry it. But I've always loved my hourly since I started using it, and I didn't want to not use it so much anymore. So I've been using it a lot more, and you can kind of tell I'll flip through. With this past week, I used it a whole bunch. I wrote everything in there, and it worked. There was plenty of space. So because I'm using it daily, that's why I've debated putting work stickers in, but I haven't done that so far, and I'm not really in a rush. I want to make sure that it's something I actually want to do. But for now, I haven't done it. And then I'm gonna add this one here, this dot on top, so that I can write my to-do next to it. And it honestly works out really great. I like having the section daily to write down what I need to do each day. And then it's just a good way to incorporate it into my hourly life planner. Because obviously this stuff doesn't get done while I'm at work, but it's nice to note them there, because since the evening is so heavy with cheer practices and stuff. Oh, why was I putting to dog? Oh well, I'm just gonna have to scratch that out. To do. I'm thinking of my dogs. I need to I need a schedule to get my dog groomed. See, and I'm doing it again. I don't know why I keep thinking dog. My dogs are calling me, guys. I need to schedule to get my dog groomed, and I feel so bad that I haven't been able to do it yet. So that's why she's been on my mind all morning, because after this, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call around, see where I can get her in. The problem is that a lot of places near me are always booked, and you can't get appointments until like a month in advance. So I should have done this a month ago. But we know one person that was able to put her in last minute last time. So I'm really hoping they'll be able to get her in again, because she just needs to be groomed. Her hair grows so super fast, and I feel like she's uncomfortable, because I know how I get uncomfortable with hair. So I think she's probably uncomfortable. But there's that little mess up now on my planner because I was writing dog. I'm thinking of my dog. That's how much I guess I love my dog, because I'm thinking of her while I'm trying to plan. Anyways, so there's my to-do lists. And then I'm gonna put down my payday sticker. So payday is on Fridays. I'm gonna put that there. And then cleaning day and laundry day, I'm going to put them over here on Friday, because that's when all that's gonna take place. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I'll put my laundry day sticker with the checkbox, so I can check off when that's done. And then I'm going to use this flag here, and I'm going to put my cleaning day sticker on it. And then what I'm going to do is, for right now, I'm just gonna put 4 dots, because maybe I should have made another one of these. I'll have to think about that. That's something to consider. But for now, I'm gonna use my dot marker, and I'm gonna write down 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, which will list the things that need to be cleaned, major cleaned, which usually end up being like the restrooms and like the fridge. If I have to clean the fridge, stuff like that, I'll put that on there, because this is, we pick up throughout the week, but Fridays when we do like the deep cleaning, all the cleaning that has to be done weekly all the time, I'll do that on Friday. So I'm gonna put that there. What else am I missing? My budget check-ins. My budget check-in, both. So yes, my budget check-in and my plan with me. My budget check-in will happen on Thursday, because I try and do it on Thursday, because that way I have my whole budget set before Friday. So I do that on Thursday. And then my other plan with me for the next week will probably end up taking place, it's probably going to be on Thursday too. And worst case, if it's not on Thursday, then I'll end up doing it on Friday, which I hate to do it on Friday though, because then I feel a little bit more rushed to edit and stuff, but I think I'm gonna do it on Thursday. That just helps me go through all our transactions, mark them down in our planner, in my budget planner, and then figure out where we stand coming the next weekend. And I do that because less things happen Monday through Thursday. All the action happens Friday, well, the weekend, so Friday through Saturday. So I like to check in before I know it's gonna get crazy again. I'll get all those crazy transactions from last weekend, track them down, and then that way going in, I know where we stand. Film my plan with me, so that way I can edit in stuff and have it up by Sunday. So that's on there. And then the last thing that I'm going to put is, if you watch, I know I've mentioned in my budgets, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it previous weeks, but my new gym opened on the 8th of January. And that's been one of my goals. The only reason I hadn't gone before the 8th was because the other gym, we had canceled the membership, even though I think it ended up still being active, but I don't know, that's a whole mess on itself because of a 30-day cancellation. So I think now we can't go anymore, but I think I was able to go at the beginning of the month. But I'm gonna be going to that new gym starting this week. And I know Mondays and Wednesdays aren't gonna be good days because that's when cheer runs late and stuff. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, my husband always gets off early to take them to practice, since the practice is so early. It's at 5 and I usually don't get home until 5. So he gets off at 3:30 so he can pick them up by 4:30 and have them to practice at 5. So since those days he already has them, those are days that I'm gonna plan to go to the gym. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that at 4:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when I'll be going to the gym. And then I wanna go on the weekend. So Friday, I can really go at any time. All I really have is like the cleaning and stuff to do at home. So I think that I'm going to plan on going at 12 because that'll give me time to go work out for an hour, come back home, take a shower, and then get everything ready to pick up my girls later on in the day. So I'm gonna put 12 for my gym time. Saturdays, since I know we had to leave by 10:30 to make it in time to drop her off, that means I'll probably have to get her ready starting an hour before. So I'm thinking that if I go, so maybe by 9:30 I had to start getting her ready to leave at 10:30, and then I need like 30 minutes for me and then an hour at the gym. So I'm thinking I'll go at 7:30. I'll go at 7:30 on Saturdays, which is really early, and typically I wouldn't be going that early, but since she does have the showcase, I'm just gonna have to make it work and go at 7:30. And then on Sunday, we don't really have anything going on. It's just when I meal prep and we go to practices. And this is where we catch up with anything that we need and we just kind of spend time together. So I think because of that, I'm gonna plan to go at 9:30. I think that's gonna be my gym time. And I'm hoping that on Sunday, my husband will join me. Saturday, I would have liked him to, but I don't think he'll want to get up at 7:30 to go to the gym because he works super early. He works earlier than me every week. So I don't think he's going to want to go to the gym on Saturday. I think he's going to want to kind of sleep in a little bit more. So I'll go by myself, but then come Sunday, I hope he can go. The gym that we go to has childcare included in it, and it's only $25 a month. So it's really awesome. And so I paid $25 a month, and that includes my membership. It includes being able to use their facilities and stuff. It includes the childcare, and then it includes that every month I can, every day I go, I can take someone with me, take a guest. And I thought that was perfect because my husband usually never plans gym time to go to the gym with his schedule and stuff. He doesn't really make it happen. And he does so much physical work at his job anyway, so he's not really concerned about it, and he's in amazing shape. But I would like him to go with me, so I know that the weekends is when I'll be able to drag him out the most. So the good thing with the membership is that he'll be able to go with me. But if he decides to go during the week, which I kind of hope he does, I really think that it'd be good for him to get that time by himself to work out. Then we would get him the membership. But at that point, we could get him the cheaper membership, which is like $10, which includes just going to the gym for him. I'm the one who, when I go, I'll have the kids because I typically have them all weekend because I don't work all weekend and he still works Friday. So I usually have them all weekend. So I got myself the bigger membership so that I can take the kids for the childcare. And then if my husband decides to go with me, he can go with me. And then if he decides to go more often when we're not there, so like maybe while we're in practices some days or whatever, he can go. And then I'll stay home. I'll stay with the kids and practice and stuff. Then we'd get him that other membership. But I'm not sure about that yet. He hasn't decided. So that's something that I'll just keep in mind. But for now, if I'm able to drag him out at any point during the weekend, which Friday I can't because he works. Saturday, I don't think he'll want to. But if I can drag him out on Sunday to go with me, he's included in my pass. So that's not a big deal. So I think that's all I really had to put into my plan with me. There's a lot going on in terms of practices, but because of that, we kind of have nothing else planned. Cleaning, laundry, payday, all that's just normal to-dos. And then I'll be able to track my meals. So far, so good. I love the way this week came out already with just the pinks and the blues and all that blue is just really popping for me. I'm loving it. Yeah. And then I already have it set it up so that I could use it daily, which has been working the best for me. I enjoy having everything in this one life planner. Like I mentioned, aside from work's the only thing that I can't include in here, but it's fine. I include my week times. This is really just focused on my personal life and my family life. So like I've mentioned before, I have so much planned for this year. I know this year is just going to be amazing as far as it comes to my content and my sticker shop. So there's so much coming on that. So you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to be posting my new release video where I go over all the kits. You've already seen two of them. You've seen this one and then the one from last week, but I have a few more that are going to be available. I think I'm going to have a total of like 13 or 14 kits that are going to be coming out. So I'll be doing a release video so that way you guys can see all those ahead of time. And then I'll be including the coupon code for my YouTube viewers. That way when you guys go in next Monday, that way when you guys go in next Monday, you guys have the coupon code. So that's the last thing that I needed to put on here. And I can't believe that I forgot to write it in. As my shop will be opening on Monday, I'll be listing everything that's available, and then that'll be the day that you can use the coupon code. And I haven't decided, but the coupon code will probably last for the whole week, just to give people time, you know, because I know everyone gets paid at in different days or different intervals, different schedules. So the code will be available for the entire week. But my shop will open on Monday, so subscribe so you can catch that new release video, so you can get the coupon code. Other than that, let me know what you guys think. Keep an eye out for that video. I have other stuff coming, a bunch more budget things planned as well, just especially because we're reevaluating our budget goals, especially since we're starting to think a lot more long-term and not so short-term. Our budget goals have really been focused short-term, but now we have long-term goals, so that's going to shift over our budget a little bit. So keep an eye out on those budget videos to hear about that. Other than that, until next time, bye guys.